Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'd like to share with you my design team project for Ephemera's Vintage Garden for the month of June. And as last month, I've used the Vintage Queen Bee journal kit. And you will see obviously that this isn't a journal. And what I wanted to do is something a bit different that I could share with you, that to show how, even though you're purchasing a journal kit, you can be quite flexible how you use it, and obviously create other craft projects as well once you've got that kit, and obviously it makes it more value for money and things like that. So as you can see, I bought an MDF, one of these MDF trays, and so I've assembled and painted it, and then when I printed my papers out, I adjusted some of the sheets that looked, although they were pages once folded over, they actually looked as though they could continue as one sheet, and printed it as near to A4 by enlarging it as possible. So that gave me the pieces of paper the right sort of size to be able to cover the tray. So also in here I actually purchased some of these MDF ribbon holders or lace holders, whatever you want to call them, and I'll put the link below to where I purchased all these MDF pieces. But as I say, I purchased them, and then when I printed off my kit, there actually amongst the kit is some I don't know if they're like ATC cards or journal cards or something, and what I did, I slightly enlarged them. So I actually copied each one, put it into a program and enlarged it, so I then had a square bigger than this, which I was able to lay these MDF pieces onto, glue it on and then cut round it. So that's how I've got these different lace holders. So I thought, well, they're quite sweet, and they look really nice covered in the papers. So that's that. And then this is actually going to be a present for someone, so I've added lots of bits and pieces, as you'll see. So in one of my previous videos I purchased some of these resin embellishments, so I've included some of them into the tray, and yet again I'll put the link below for those. This is just a fabric doily which I've purchased from a thrift store, and I've just tied it up with some seam binding. And then we've got some pieces or journaling spots that are spare from other projects that actually are part of, or from my last project that's part of this collection. So I've just packed up some of the, as I say, the spare bits of ephemera, and there's a little envelope and things there, so that's in there. This is just a little bottle that, like a plastic bottle, which I put some fancy buttons and things in, and I actually used one of the images from the paper just to decorate the bottle, and added some twine just to make it look nice. And then here I've actually used one of the envelopes, or the envelope that comes in the kit, and actually used that to slide a pack of sewing needles in there. So the idea is that it, and as you can see just quickly, you know, the paper that I've used here, just used some seam binding to attach a little charm there. So yeah, as you can see, I've incorporated different bits from the kit, and it's kind of like the theme of it is sort of sewing or craft themed, and as I say, this is a birthday gift from someone who likes to do all sorts of crafts and things, so I thought it'd make a nice present. And then the other side, we have got 3 more of these lace or trim holders with various laces on and trims on. So yet again, they've been done with more of those, as I say, I seem to think they were ATC cards or something like that. So, but as I say, part of the kit. So they're in there. Another one of the little resin embellishments. And then one of the little journaling cards I've actually pinned a paper bag to, or not, a plastic bag to, with a couple of needle threaders. So I just thought that sets that off as a nice way of displaying that. Just added a pair of fancy scissors. Oops, another lace doily that I got from the thrift shop, and this time it's tied up with some twine. Some loose little doilies in the bottom there, flower doilies in the bottom. And then this is just a reel of lace, but I've actually used the paper to cover either side so that it all matches. And as I say, obviously here you can see yet again the paper that's been used to cover. Now what I did do is, because I've only got a standard inkjet printer, I actually, once I'd printed it out and cut it out, I used some of this Tim Holtz micro glaze, distress micro glaze, rubbed it on, let it sit a little while, and then kind of buffed it off. And it actually makes the paper feel, well, it coats the paper and gives it a different texture, but obviously it also means that the ink where I printed it off is going to be more durable. So that's what I use for that. I actually received this in a rack from a lovely lady, and I've used it quite a bit. It's just really nice. So Beth, as I say, thank you for that. You can see I'm using that up. So yes, so I just thought that would make a nice gift. I know that the person I'm giving it to likes handmade items. She does do crafting herself, so she'll hopefully be able to use the bits and pieces that I've included in here. But I just thought it would be something nice, unusual, and as I say, show you how you can use the kit in another way. So I hope you found that useful, and look forward to hearing your comments, and I will be back again soon. Thank you. Bye.